Alright, check it out. So I'm going to do a summary, right? Because that's what it says on Facebook, just a summary. First person to do it gets 900 XP. It doesn't say crazy explanation. I'm not going to keep you here for half an hour like Pat did last time. Alright, check it out. So we start off in the marketplace of our town, or city, or their city, whatever. And we decide the first thing we need to do is revive Leocus, because he's dead. Well, he's temporarily alive, but that doesn't really count. So we go to the temple, there's white guards, they say Vicus isn't there, but Cruelmine is there. Cruelmine tells us that it's costly, they'll give us a discount, so we give him the money. His guard stabs Leocus in the heart to kill him, because he sensed his black magic. So we go downstairs, there's a priest, and he tells us what we need to do. Nisaj says a prayer, and after we chopped off Leocus' head, he says a prayer, and now he's revived. So after he's resurrected, we go to the like inn or pub or whatever it is. And so we're looking for weapons there. Nisaj and we find someone who might be a dealer in the corner. And Romulus goes to the bar where he meets Ulfric, who wants to join our quest. Alpheus and Leocus, they're like at the poker table because there's this guy who's cheating, so they're like trying to find out what's going on. Meanwhile, there's these three guys who are really armored up in the corner staring at us, so we're trying not to make a scene, but we end up anyways doing that. So we they take the poker guy outside to ask him questions or whatever, and Nisaj and we're dealing with the dealer, and eventually he brings us out to his cart in the back. We're buying weapons. Eventually Romulus, Leocus, Ulfric, the rest of them, they come to us. They're buying weapons as well, and then out of nowhere we get attacked by 3 mercenaries, the ones that were inside, I think, and we take care of them pretty easily. We tie up one of them, we keep him alive because we want to know where the leader is, where we could find him. So he tells us like he could take us there. He has no other choice anyways. So he starts taking us, and now we're like in this big fucking open land. Alright, so we end up at a lake, and on the lake there's this boat. He won't tell us what's on the boat, just that he might be there. So we see that there's a guard on top, so we take a rowboat over there quietly. Well, Romulus, getting up to the boat, Romulus makes too much noise, whatever. We kill the guy. That wasn't a problem. Downstairs, Leocus goes downstairs, and there's actually hundreds of prisoners who are followers of Pelor, which means they blow up, I think. And so Nisaj and Leocus are trying to talk to them, ask them what happened, who took them, where are they going. Nisaj revives a woman and asks her questions. Upstairs, we're listening to a door. There's a door, and on the other side, we hear voices, and we recognize that one of the voices is the poker guy that we're looking for. So we know he's in there, so we just bust down the door, like, you know, guns blazing, just like, blah, blah. But it was we didn't have much of a good sneak attack. The white guards counterattacked, really crazy counterattack spell, and yeah, that was a tough fight, but we took care of it. Meanwhile, Alpheus took hold of the guy we were looking for, and after the battle we were asking him where's the map that he was talking about. Everything else, whatever, we decided we don't need him anymore, so we want to cut his head off, but we weren't really too good at that. We were like hacking at his neck and just like tearing them apart. We're really bad at killing people, even when they're not fighting back. Alright, so we have the map now. We decided to go to one of his estates which is on our way to where we're going, the city that we're going to, the city of I think. And so we set up camp somewhere. While we're sleeping, I'm standing guard, and there's a white guard who approaches with his hand on his sword. He has a wolf with him, and he's like, "What are you guys doing here? There was supposed to be a shipment. Do you know anything about it?" We're trying to bluff, and we're like, "No, we don't know anything about it." But he sees that Alphaeus and I have blood on our armor, fresh blood. So he's like, "Why do they got blood? They've just been in battle." Laocoon gets out of that. He does a good bluff, and so yeah, that saved the day there. So we go to sleep. When we wake up, we go to the estate. When we get there, there's 3 guards in front. So Romulus makes me invisible, and I head over there quietly. But I made too much noise. They caught us. Now everyone's fighting. They're actually really brolic, and for some reason, I decided to go fight the far one by myself, which was stupid. And so everyone's doing their thing, but I'm fighting this guy by myself, and I'm not doing too good. I'm taking a lot of damage. I entangle him, but he still gets me again. He does a really strong, like 16 damage hit, and I only had 4 hit points. So yeah, that was the end of that. Tyrion died. Yeah, it was real sad. Everyone was sad. My eagle saw it and he got emotional. He did not chop anyone's head off because he is a bird. But yeah, after the battle's done, they had a scroll of resurrection, so they resurrected me right away. You know, Lasaj said his prayer. I'm up again. So Alphaeus opens the door quietly, and those 3 guys that we just fought, now there's 8 of them inside. So we're like, oh fuck that. We start running. They see us running. They come after us. Romulus casts his grease on the door. They're slipping and sliding, so we get away fine. And we're just like, alright, we set up camp. We set up camp, and that's it. That's where we are now. End of summary. Before I go, shout out to everyone who's still alive, which is all of us. And shout out to everyone watching the video who liked the page, who's going to go play on the Saturday. Shout out to the page in general. And yeah. Alright, so I'll see you guys Saturday.